On the docket tonight, the story involving a doctor who's accused of killing his own patients. So, what do you do if you're a doctor accused of killing your own patients? You want to hire a super high-profile attorney. That's exactly what he did. Here's the story of Dr. William Husel and his attorney, Husel Baez.
Mount Carmel West Hospital was an unlikely crime scene.
The scene of multiple murders, according to prosecutors. The accused killer, William Husel, a physician so admired he was named Doctor of the Year in 2014 by the hospital and nominated again in 2018, the same year he allegedly murdered 10 of his 14 victims.
They went to the hospital for help. Several of them were not sick enough that they were destined to die during their hospitalization. They all had one thing in common. William Husel was the nighttime ICU physician who ordered lethal levels of drugs or a combination of drugs with their removal from a ventilator.
Dr. Husel is accused of killing his victims with massive doses of narcotics and other meds. 10 to 20 times the recommended dose of fentanyl and 3 to 5 times the doses of benzodiazepines. Husel is being prosecuted for killing 14 patients over a period of 3 years, beginning in 2015.
Dying is a terrible, terrible event.
Husel Baez is defending Husel. The attorney made a name for himself in 2011, winning an acquittal for Casey Anthony, accused of killing her 3-year-old daughter.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all.
In 2017, Baez defended former NFL star Aaron Hernandez in his double murder trial. A jury found him not guilty, but Hernandez would stay locked up, convicted of first-degree murder in another death. Now, Baez is turning his skills to defend this accused serial killer.
This is not a murder case. William Husel was exercising compassion to his patients and trying to free them from pain and let their last moments on earth be ones of peace.
Husel Baez says Husel was treating his patients who were near death for their pain and suffering and suggested the hospital was shifting the blame onto his client for their own incompetence in tracking their meds.
You're going to hear that Mount Carmel had a big problem, and that was that there was a glitch in their system. And there's a huge problem when controlled substances are not being controlled.
It is not about criminal behavior of anyone other than the accused, William Husel. Ultimately, our case is about the fact that William Husel caused the death of our 14 victims.
Can he do it again is the question. I mean, Husel Baez has pulled off the impossible. The case down in Florida involving the killing and murder of Kaylee Marie Anthony, that beautiful little girl. Aaron Hernandez, the NFL superstar, had already been convicted of murder. Can he do it again? Let's bring the think tank. Bernardo Villalona, Michael Bixson, and Albert Wunsch III with us. You know, Al, your thoughts. I mean, you talk about potentially evil clients. There was none more hated than the one he represented down in Florida. Now he's representing a doctor accused of murdering 14 patients. Can this case be won?
Well, you know, it's interesting because they had an expert on that was on for today, finished up testimony today, and they went on a cross-examination. And the cross-examination, I thought, was not phenomenal under the circumstances. They were attacking the expert for being a Catholic that is not a believer in euthanasia, and then talking about what kind of fees he was getting to be there and things along those lines. You know, the funny part is that, you know, in a criminal case, I don't think that really is relevant with regards to the amount of money the expert's getting, as opposed to a civil case where that is always a great thing to throw in front of the jury, that, you know, the testimony is being bought and things along those lines. But under these circumstances, you know, it doesn't really make sense. This is going to be a case, another one, Vin, you know, like that Court TV is going to love, because he's going to have to take the stand to talk about what was going on. And it's going to be another opportunity for him to get up there and say, listen, it's a compassionate practice that I have, and that I'm taking a look at the situation, and that this person didn't have the will to live or the ability to live, or was in such pain that, this is why I went to medical school, to be able to alleviate people's pain.
Bernarda, he charmed that jury, which, by the way, you know where that jury came from that was down in Florida? It came from Pinellas County, right? Same area with the Curtis Reeves, but okay. That being said, can he charm a jury and have them believe that this doctor is some sort of a saint? 14 dead patients.
Vinny, he can charm the jury and possibly win if I were his co-counsel. In regards to this case, Vinny, there are a lot of issues, though, and that he's playing with, and that he can emphasize to the jury. Because the investigation here was very shoddy, especially how he explained in his opening statement that it began with the hospital. And this is the same doctor who was named Doctor of the Year on 2 different occasions. But aside from that, Vinny, autopsies were not done on all 14 of these people that died, which is a huge issue when you're trying to blame his acts as causing their death, making the causation a homicide here. So that's going to be a huge issue. But aside from that, anyone who's ever had someone in ICU, unfortunately, I spent over a year and a half visiting a loved one in ICU, knows how painful it is to see someone suffering, and you going to the nurse every couple of minutes asking, can you please give them some kind of pain medicine? Call who you have to call, because you're hurting seeing this person in pain. So if there's anyone on that jury that has witnessed that I think is going to go a long, long way, and it's going to work in favor of the defense.
Michael Bixen, I want you to take a listen to the state's medical expert talking about just how much medication was given. Let's listen.
Yeah, he was given doses just 20 minutes earlier that would take down an elephant, and they had not had the full effect because the drugs are still increasing in their effect on the body at that time. So the amount of impact of stopping breathing is growing inside his body at the time that he's then given a double dose even more.
Michael Bixen, I mean, I don't think you could chalk it up to an accident when you're talking about enough medicine to take down an elephant.
Sure. I mean, and I totally understand. It's a lot, right? I don't think that anyone is going to disagree with that. The question is, was it medically appropriate? And just because it's a lot doesn't mean that it wasn't. I absolutely think this case is going to end up being a battle of the experts. I mean, right now it's the prosecution's show, but when the defense gets their chance, I do think that they're going to roll out witness after witness after witness of these experts coming out and saying that, yes, this was absolutely medically appropriate. And I do think that he's got more than a fighting chance. I think he's got a great chance at walking on this case.